We have the quarterfinal. We have our quarterfinal. It is here. It is what it is. The battle of travel. This is the battle of Winchester, Agincourt, or whatever it is. What's it called? Churchill will against Napoleon. Churchill against Napoleon for the battles to end all battles. We have worded. So, guys, of course, we're going to start off with England. Talking about Jude Bellingham, talking about Chelsea's new signing next summer, Jude Bellingham, who'll be heading to the bridge next summer. So thank you for the Jude signing. And then just talk about England as a whole. Maybe touch on Senegal and how they sort of fell short. And also talk about Mbappe. Sorry, we're going to talk about Mbappe. And yes, we'll address Giroud. I am not recognizing his goal tally. I don't care what anyone says. And I will tell you why I will never recognize that guy's bomber's goal tally. He's not. But we're going to give Giroud his flowers. Let's talk about France. And then maybe look ahead with England against France, huge quarterfinal. And also for tomorrow's games, of course, Japan against Croatia and Brazil against South Korea. What if we get a Japan and South Korea quarterfinal? It could be World War VI. So guys, welcome to the people in the streets. This is the open hangout. Like the vid, subscribe if you're new. And if there's anything you want to add into the show, please, as long as you're not English Talents AFC, please, Talents AFC, don't send it up. Don't send it. Actually, Talents AFC, just unsubscribe. Just don't be here, please. Just go away. Apart from Talents AFC, feel free to send in those dubs and super chats. This is what you do to help to keep the show going. And I thank you for the Patreon. Shout out to the streets. Shout out to the Patreon boys. Shout out to the members, man. Thank you for your support, man. So guys, man, I think it's time for us to really let's just get right down into the nitty-gritty right now. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty right now. So where we are. So let's talk about it. All right, so look, England. Now, this didn't surprise me. This result, it didn't surprise me. And I think that everyone pretty much knew that England were going to beat Senegal. It would have taken a miracle for Senegal to beat England without Mane. And I think Senegal without Sadio Mane is like an old man without his Scrabble case, So it is what it is. Both things have to happen. But here's my thing. We have to talk about this 19-year-old dude. Because here's the thing. This guy balled as a 17, 18-year-old in the UCL. So to be this pivotal for an England team at 19 is quite scary, and it is actually quite frightening. And my thing is this though. My thing is that I'm looking a little bit ahead. Jude Bellingham could be very important for England. He could be very important for England. And here's my thing. Do England realize how important Jude is? We get Kane. We get the tree trunk. The tree trunk will be the tree trunk. The tree trunk has been playing well. We get all those other guys, Foden, but really, I think England's key player, because it's so funny. It's similar to what's happening in Argentina, how Lautaro Martinez is going to be key. But what happened for Argentina is that, it's not become Alvarez. So in England, all the talk was about, Kane, Saka, Foden, Kane. But what you've now seen is, no, Jude Bellingham is now the really important key player. Because if he can say what's up, it could be very key. Mike, talk to me, man. Jude Bellingham, is he that dude?
First off, pull up my AVI.
Oh, wow.
I'm believing in it. Henderson will bring Bellingham to Liverpool.
No, he's coming, bro. He's coming.
Oh,
He's
well,
coming home.
no, stop it. Stop
He's
it.
coming. He ain't
Stop
going to
it.
Chelsea. You
Stop
guys got
it.
Mason Mount. You're going to give him
Stop it.
300K a week.
Don't
worry about it.
do this. Don't do this. Don't do this, man. Don't do this, man.
Jude Bellingham was fantastic today. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, no, but do you know what I've heard? Apparently, they're actually quite close. Him and Henderson. Apparently, they've become close friends.
Oh, yeah.
But Todd B is going to he'll pull through.
To be honest, I still think he's going to Real Madrid, but that's a discussion for another day.
No. Mike, let's stop there. See, Mike, this is the issue. And I think this involves both of us. If he continues to play well, and if, let's say, he wins, which I think, unless Pedri does something, because remember, Musiala's already out. So unless Pedri does something crazy, I think young player of the tournament is going to be between him and Pedri. So if he ends up winning young player of the tournament, bro, Real Madrid Raiders will start going. The Spidey sense. Beep 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 beep. Real Madrid. So, bro, and remember when Real Madrid entered the chat, unless you're PSG, it's over. Talk to me.
It's going to be the same thing as Chouameni. We're not going to be able to afford him, and he's going to choose Real Madrid. But Bellingham today was fantastic. Even though he didn't get a goal, he got the assist for Jordan Henderson. I couldn't believe it. When Jordan Henderson scored the first goal, I lost.
I was no. Seriously, I thought, wait, why does Henderson look like Kane? So that's what I was. Wait, why does Henderson look like? I was like, what? He scored?
If that was how they say that, someone gonna say something. But let's carry on.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, so England played very well today. I thought Senegal were terrible.
Wait, hold up. What?
Yeah, he won man of the match.
Over Bellingham?
Well, he didn't get a goal.
Oh.
That's why.
Look, continue.
I thought Senegal were terrible today. They look nervous. I think, yes, we talk about Sadio Mane. I think Idrissa Gana Gueye was a huge miss in the midfield.
Yes. No. But Mike, here's my thing, though. Was it that Senegal were bad, or they never played a game like this in terms of having to counter? In all three games that Senegal have played, and in most of the AFCON, they've had possession. This is the first time where can you quickly, in 2 or 3 passes, hit the team on the counter? And they're just not used to that game. And once they were not used to that game, is what it is. And also, guys, we have to be realistic. Unsubscribe from Disney Plus. I'm begging you. Mike, if your best attacker is a dude who plays for Watford, what are we talking about here?
I respect Ismaila Sarr. Respect Watford.
No,
they always get
Mike,
promoted and relegated.
Mike, no, I won't. I'm sorry. No, Mike, with all due disrespect, if your best attacker plays for Watford, Mike, what are we talking about here?
I know.
I'm sorry. I don't see a Titi Kamara. I don't see an El Hadji Diouf. Sorry, I don't.
To be honest, Senegal were no threat before the goal. England didn't create anything. You could say that Senegal had the better chances. Had Boulaye Dia knew how to finish, and Ismaila Sarr had a chance, it could have been a different story. But look, England, they're going to be I mean, that France game is going to be. I think that's going to be a game. That's going to be high
and
scoring.
they can be. I don't want to jump ahead, but they can be. Actually, no, we'll say that for the France game. But look, so looking at England's performance, because then people say, well, it's Senegal, well, it's Australia, well, it's Poland. So people can say that if you perform well against Poland, Australia, Senegal, how much can we read from you? Or can you still say, wait a minute, do you see World Cup winners here from England? Or do you need to wait and see what happens in the France game? Or can you see where, okay, I can see there's the strong defense.
I'll ask you this. Do you see World Cup winners in Argentina?
Yes, if Messi continues to play well. If Messi plays at a high level, yes, I do.
Okay.
I
Do
do.
you see World Cup winners in the Netherlands?
No.
Do you see World Cup winners in France?
No.
Okay.
How do you say no and then say Argentina yes? Like,
yeah, that's what I
No,
meant.
no, didn't hear what I just said. See, a World Cup, you can win a World Cup in two ways. An amazing team or a functional team with an exceptional player or players. I think Argentina is a functional team with an exceptional player. That's why I said that's my caveat. Messi has to be exceptional. So if Messi brings that kind of, it's like 2014. 2014, that final was made for Messi. Just do something exceptional. Like, I just don't know. We can hold these guys for 117. We can hold Jenny for 117. Messi, just give us one goal. We can hold these guys. That's it. So I think this Argentina team, it's functional. Messi, do something exceptional. We can hold you. We can hold them, and that's enough to win a World Cup. Messi just needs to be exceptional. But then it's an if. If he's exceptional, so that's my thing.
I agree, but I think England actually, they do look like World Cup winners. They're just going through the motion. I think Gareth Southgate found out today what his best starting 11. He cannot start Mason Mount anymore. If he dare change the starting lineup against France, he will lose the game.
Look, here's my thing. I'm a hater. Okay, guys, I'm a card-carrying member of... Eric, lift your head up right now. Eric, listen to this right now. Eric, listen. Eric, I want you to... listen. Mount's World Cup is officially over. And I believe that Jude Bellingham ended Mason Mount's World Cup because I think that change of the double pivots and Jude Bellingham advanced, that's it. That's it. But continue, right, Mike?
Yep, no, I agree. So it's just about if Gareth Southgate changes anything or if he goes to... I think what he needs to do against France, I don't want to look ahead, but just because I think this game is pretty much self-explanatory England took their chances. Senegal didn't create anything, and England were very... I think it's a professional performance.
Yeah.
They didn't look exceptional, but get the job done.
Just get the job done.
You need to go with the same lineup and go at France. If you're going to be defensive and just sit back, you're asking for trouble. That's
See, Mike, I told you, there is a way to... Again, I don't want to think there's a way to beat France, but as I said again, it's not about going... Because my thing is that there's a way to beat France, and it's not about going out there, because the key thing is that you can't give Mbappe space.
Of course not, no.
Because if you go at them, that means, toe-to-toe, let's ride.
But look what Poland did in the first half. Did they not create many glorious chances against France? Because they actually believed in the attacking phase.
No. Poland made it very difficult. Look, chill. We'll get there. Because I'm going to explain to you what Poland did. And Poland's thing was like, if you could just hold these guys. But the moment that France just found a way through, it was over. But Poland were like, oh no, we're holding these guys because if you just give Mbappe space, he doesn't have Messi's close control ability to now beat guys in tight spaces. So that's the key thing. Eric, talk to me about England, man.
Okay, so I'll just start with Mount since you addressed me with Mason Mount.
Hey, rep for your boy. Wait, that's your star boy. Come on, what's your star boy?
No,
why is he on the bench? Why is your star boy on the bench? Why is he on the bench? What's he got dropped? Eric, how come he got dropped? What the hell? What?
I don't have a star boy. So yeah, it's a squad game. Last I checked.
There we go.
And if Mount can be a good squad player, then that is.
Can he be a squad player for your club? Can he be a good squad player for your club?
Yeah.
I
think he can, but not yet because the team isn't good enough for him to be a squad player at Chelsea. But let's not talk about club football. Right now.
And Kunku is coming.
He is. We'll leave it till
December
January.
29th.
Yeah. We'll have enough time in the future. Don't worry about that.
Will we? Are you sure?
Yeah. So for the game, don't forget a bench player called Rashford is He's second top scorer in this
Is he?
competition. So, yeah, he's got 3
Wait,
goals.
wait, Eric, who is top scorer currently in the World Cup?
Yeah, so as I was saying,
Eric, that's very rude. Eric, that's very rude. Eric, I ask you a question. That's very rude. That's
you asked
very
me-
rude.
you
Your
asked me to
parents
talk
should have
about-
brought you up better. Who is the top scorer in the World Cup? Answer me right now.
you asked me to talk about the England
Oh,
match. So if you want me to
this
change
hater,
the
man.
game, if you want me to talk about a
Okay,
different
fine.
match,
Talk about the England game.
then-
But Eric,
okay, thank you.
Eric, we're going to talk about him in the next topic, and I want you to I'll address you first. Go, Eric, talk. Shh.
We'll talk about the all-time leading scorer for France. Don't worry. Yeah, so I think
Oh, you
England did
sick
very well.
bastard.
I actually predicted a 5-0 win for England.
Hey, look at this anti-African guy, man.
No, I did. So maybe 2 goals off, but they did well. They did their thing, but it's not the biggest test for them. France
No.
is going to be a huge test, and the game could go either way. Even though I think France should win, but it's going to be very interesting, man. To be honest, England have done. Look, I just need to really quickly point out because the England fans. I'm not trying to be rude, right? But a lot of these England fans, they're very funny to me. They're very confusing because I wonder what they'll say. Yeah, what are they going to say about Southgate now?
Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
Because
Talk.
I don't get this. Even your boy Terry, I'm like, why wouldn't people back Southgate? Why shouldn't people defend Southgate? When look how well he's doing. Look at his record. Look at the win percentage. Look at how he's done in knockout phases.
No, Eric. You know what it is? Sorry, I'm sorry for like cutting, but I just have to say, but Eric, I think what it is, it's lack of appreciation. Because guys, think about this: England, you've won 1 major trophy in your entire history. You've only been to 2 finals in your major. You've only been to 2 major finals. The second one was with Southgate, the Euro final that you lost on penalties. And a game that you were actually leading and you lost on penalties. This guy has taken you to a World Cup semis, taken to Euro final, your second final in your history, and who knows, you could maybe make another World Cup semi-final. Like in recent memory, just that people believe that, oh my gosh, we have all these players, we should be doing more. Fine, go get the best manager in the world. He probably won't do the best because people. Here's the thing, Eric. There's the issue. Let me explain to you. They think that because England have all these attackers, they should play attacking, swashbuckling football. Fine, do that and lose. Southgate is like, I'm here to win. I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to win and be effective. If you don't like it, it's fine. But at the end of the day, if he's getting results, you can't say anything. Sorry.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's funny because I hope England don't, by some miracle. I mean, for other reasons, I hope they don't win the World Cup. I think you know what I mean. But
No, Eric.
What are the other reasons?
Eric, anything can happen, Jamal. You don't need to know. Eric, anything can
yeah,
happen.
so
Man.
okay, so specifically in terms of these, I think someone said in the comments they're ungrateful fans. I think that's there's an element of that.
Yes,
to be honest.
Very ungrateful. Very ungrateful.
So if England win this World Cup, somehow, people will start saying, England won despite Southgate being incompetent or something stupid like this. I think we can actually win a World Cup.
Oh, no.
without-
Oh, Eric, do you know why they can't say that? If they win this World Cup, Jude Bellingham, I think, is going to be key. And one of the key things that has happened is him putting him in an advanced position. So they can't say that because if they're going to win, Jude B has to be key, and it was his tactical decision playing him in that role ahead of Mount. So they can't say that.
I mean, yeah, that's a fair point because Jude Bellingham is one of the guys that I think a lot of England fans rate him, and Foden, he's starting now. I think something happened with Sterling. Hopefully, that gets resolved.
Robbery, yeah.
Yeah, but Foden is also starting. So the guys, some of the guys they wanted are starting games. So maybe that will appease them a little bit. But I think Southgate deserves his credit. I really do, especially if they beat France in the next round.
Who else wants to jump in on this?
I just want to say one quick thing.
Delta, go for it.
So it was an entertaining game. Props to England. But here's my problem with England. People are going to put them as favorites or among the favorites to win the World Cup, which is fair. There's not a lot of clear, undisputed favorites so far. I mean, no team has won 3 games in a row in the group stages, which is fair, I guess. But here's my thing, though. They're going to be facing France in the next round. And since Southgate became the manager of England, how many top tier teams, like top teams?
Wait. Delta, you're going. We'll get there. We're just focusing on in England right now. I will focus on England right now. But in response to what you're saying, who cares about favorites and so forth? If they beat France, they have to become favorites. So who?
But that's my question.
The bookies, man. Who cares about those clowns? Who cares about those clowns?
But that's my question, though, because every time they face a team like, for example, like Italy, they were under pressure against Croatia. They slid. They bottled it.
But that's why this is going to be. But my response to that, though, is most guys thought they wouldn't beat Germany because Germany always seems to beat England. And that was like a
Germany,
big
the team that didn't make the group stages this year. Come on.
But Delta, at the end of the day, we shall see. Let me come.
Italy didn't make the group stages either.
Yeah.
That's
Can I say something about Senegal?
Yeah. Suleiman, go for it, Suleiman.
Listen, I mean, like props to England, bro. I didn't think they would win this easily. I think like Senegal would give them a tougher game, but like they just cruised to a win. And like, bro, I want to speak about Edmard Mendy real quick, bro. Like this downfall.
Okay, Suleiman. The streets are saying that his new name is 50K.
Oh.
That we're not allowed to come. Mike, don't hold it. Mike, I'm reporting from the streets. I'm just a reporter from the streets. Eric, I'm reporting from the streets. I mean, it's not me. I'm just saying, like, they said that we can't call him Edwin, that his new name is 50K. So here's the thing. Okay, so hold up. So now, how many goals do you think was directly 50K's fault?
All of them.
I mean, I want to be. I don't want to say all of them
to be
because
honest.
then that would be sad. But I mean, how do you go from
Sully, all of them
Delta? One guy, Delta, shut up, man. Let Suleiman talk.
How do you
Let
go
Suleiman
from
talk.
being voted the best goalkeeper in the world one year and then this to the next year? Like this black goalkeeper allegation might be
wow. Jamal, can you see what you've started? Jamal, you know what? I blame you. But you know what it is? 50K is clearly a case of one season wonder.
Yeah.
And here's my thing, guys.
That was a good one season, though, to be fair.
No.
That was a good one season. Yeah.
Suleiman, you can retire happy.
Yeah.
AFCON winner, your country's the very first AFCON, UCL winner. Bro, like, if that's a 1 year, when it's a wonder, I can retire happy. I'll take it. But guys, even when it was happening, I still said that. I said,
there's his.
I got like, but he's won this wonder. But I said, no, I still think Courtois is a better keeper. Because he's won the UC, he's won the AFCON. Yeah, I know he's won these things, but in terms of performance, Courtois is better. So, and Alisson is better. So, yeah, he was never a great keeper, but that just proved that he was just amazing for those 12 months, and now he is what he is now. So,
I got a question for Eric. Eric, so Koulibaly and Mendy are going to be starting for Chelsea in January, right?
Eric, you don't have to answer the question because this is actually the World Cup. So I don't know what Delta is on about, man. So Eric,
this is international football.
Thank you.
By the way,
thank you. Delta, it's a World Cup thing. Like, okay, plead the fifth.
Can I say on this?
Wilton and then Jamal. Wilton, talk to me.
Yeah, man. I knew England was gonna win today. I don't know what people were smoking that Senegal generally had a chance. Like, I mean, no Mane, no Gisregay. Come on, it's just like it was an uphill battle from the moment.
Yeah, no, like I didn't realize that if it's a game wasn't starting on. I was like, oh no, that's like, come on, yeah.
Like it is what it is. I mean, England they did make the game look very easy. I thought it would have been tougher because of just how physical Senegal were against Ecuador, but I guess it paid off. It's funny, man. The two teams that are going against each other in the quarterfinal. I don't want any of those two teams to win the World Cup for obvious reasons. And one of them is going to be out. One of them is going to be out. So we don't know which one it's going to be. I'm excited for that match.
I'm super excited.
As for Bellingham, I think Bellingham would thrive a lot in the Premier League.
Wilton, his ass. Wilton, you have Chouameni, you have Kamavinga. Don't steal our player. Okay, you already have enough players.
I don't want Bellingham. I don't personally rate him as highly as people do. But yeah, so he could be the next Lampard or Stevie G, honestly, based on how he plays. He's a box-to-box midfielder, and he's really good in transition from what I saw in this game. But then again, it's only Senegal. I'm curious. Who do you think is going to dominate that game, France and England? It's two teams that don't like playing with the ball.
Wait, Wilson, you're jumping ahead already. We'll get there. We'll get there. Jamal, talk to me.
H, I have a
Wait,
feeling
no,
you're
Joe,
hyped.
hold up. I after seeing Kyle Walker, are you still on the free trends hashtag?
Not to be fair, he was good today. I
Okay,
can't like.
thank you. Mike, talk
But
to your man. Mike, talk to your man.
Didn't
but
Son
H,
cooked
I
a
have a
couple
feeling.
times
I
Walker
have a
today?
feeling you're hyped.
Sorry.
Yeah, I have
Was
a
it?
feeling you're hyped, H.
What type?
You're hyped today. I don't know why. Is it because we're coming close to the finals? I that's how I feel.
Oh
You're
no, no,
hyped.
oh, no! I'm hyped because I think things are getting real right now, and I think what I predicted was groups was fun, shocks. I think what you're seeing right now is that the knockouts are going to, because if I believe that this is where things get real. So England, France, Brazil, Croatia, Portugal, Spain, and wait, what am I missing?
Argentina, Netherlands.
Argentina, and Netherlands. Yeah.
Yeah. So before I talk about this game, I just want to ask a quick question. What do you guys have in the Champions League again? The knockouts? Who you have? Is it
Who,
Dortmund?
Chelsea?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Yeah,
I,
man. So I mean, the game was good, man. But the thing I noticed about this England team is England, they play in squirts. These guys will look dead for 15, 20 minutes. And then in the next 15, 20 minutes, these guys score like 3 goals and then they go back to being dead. I don't know, but it's man. I mean, when you're also worried about the future, you said the future, you don't see the individuals. Now,
Yeah.
I don't like to compare guys. I always say just watch them and enjoy everybody, man. Because I'm seeing now Musiala, Pedri, Gavi, Bellingham, Felix, if you still want to count him as a young dude. So yeah, there is quality for the future, man. And I mean Bellingham, he had a superb game today. And you know who his idol is? You know who he said his idol is?
Who?
The one and only Stevie G, man.
Oh,
He say, his idol is Stevie G. He's done. I'm telling you now, he's gonna be a Liverpool player. It's gonna be. It's done.
Okay. So I said,
Relax,
so
come on, relax.
Take this. Yeah,
okay. So
clip this,
if
H.
Real Madrid show interest, you still think he'll move to Liverpool?
Nah, that's different. I think he'll move to Real Madrid, but I think Bellingham wouldn't want to go to Real Madrid at this period of time. I think he might want to go to Real Madrid when he's about 26, 27, when he's in his peak. But I think he wants to go back to England. Huh? Oh, I thought someone said something. Because he has expressed he wants to go back to England already. He says sometimes he's homesick when he's in Germany. So I think his next move will be England, and then I think he'll go to the Real Madrid or the Barcelona. But yeah, man. England, France. Woo! I think that's going to be the first disappointing game. I think everyone is so hype about it. I feel that could go and 0-0 down to penalties. But we will get there.
True. No. That could happen, man. Let me hit some Dubinsky's, man. This fucking guy, man. Talent. I think told you I don't want to hear from you. Pedri, Gavi are a duo. Jude does it. You see, this is why I didn't want you to send it. Duo does it alone like Zidane. Talents FC, have some shame. Oh God. Okay. Uganda news reporter. Mbappe, Giroud, Bellingham, Hendo. Why? Okay. All right. No, let's not. Let's not. Talents FC. England trophy of the 2022 World Cup started the dialogue. Eric, are you ready? Are you ready for England being World Cup champions? Are you ready to live in that world?
no, I'm not, and that's not going to happen.
You guys live in England. How would it be if England win the World Cup?
No, Eric lives in England. I live on Mars. I'm reporting from Mars. We're calling on Mars. Eric, in this World Cup, Eric, anything can happen. So don't rule anything out. Don't rule anything out. Osman Jaladi, man. Shout out to Osman. All I'm here to say is people doubted we would make it out of the group, and we did it without money. Imagine if we had them see in 2026. Okay. Guys, should I be honest or should I just keep going to the next one?
No, be honest.
Be honest, bro. Honesty is the best.
Okay. Let me be like a little bit honest and so forth. Osman, I look at that 0-2 Senegal team. Those guys could have easily made the semifinals. Those guys could have made the final because those guys could have beaten Germany.
No. Let's not.
What? 0-2?
No.
Guys, I'm older than you guys. That 0-2 team were very good.
You know you're older.
HSC is
What's
right.
it?
That German team was one of the worst German team I've ever. I didn't get
Thank
to
no
watch
no
it.
no no
No,
no
Go look at that German
no,
side. Go
let-
look at
no
that
no
German
no.
side.
How was it to make the finals, man?
Wait, hold up. They were effective. They were not one of the best Germany teams out there. So
Come on, man.
that Senegal auto team would have had a good chance against that Germany team because that Germany team were not great. They had to come through the playoffs to even get to the thingy final. So my thing though is you have to strive for more. Celebrating coming out of the group, even without Mane, I'm sorry, it's nothing to celebrate about. The moment that Mane went down, it was what it was. And here's the thing, that's what I say, guys, unsubscribe from Disney Plus. African talent is going to England, it's going to France, it's going to thingy. Who just dropped to a two-piece and an A? A guy who is half Algerian, half Cameroonian.
Speak on that.
So my thing is that stop clutching at straws of like, oh, it's never happening because all of Africa's best talents is either in France or in England or in
Like
Belgium.
today,
So this is never happening.
Like today, it is a guy called Bukayo scored for England. I'm just saying.
Jamal, tell me whether Winston Churchill will approve of a guy called Bukayo. And his name is Bukayo. You pronounce it as yo. Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka. Olu for me. Mombo. Eka so. There you go. So
He's supposed to be playing for Nigeria, man.
yeah. So my thing is, look, hope we can do something in 2020, but like, guys, let's just unsubscribe from Disney Plus. And for me, that's what I said. Shout out to Africa and everything. For me personally, I want the England France because I think that's going to be a much better game than if it was Senegal against France. I think England France would be a great game. But look, Senegal, I give them credit, but guys, unsubscribe from Disney Plus, please. Thanos City. Foden was England's best player. 2 assists. Guys, okay.
He was decent, to be fair, but I mean, man of the match.
No, but see, this is why I say, like, man of the match, I think people view it different ways. People either view man of the match in terms of moments.
Start my chance.
There we go, Eric. People view it in terms of moments. I view it in terms of performance. My man of the match is who performed the best over 90 minutes. Over 90 minutes, Jude Bellingham was the best player on the pitch. So you can't give a guy man of the match because, he had a goal, 1 goal or two assists. But here's my thing, though. It's about perception. So some people perceive that man of the match is who had the best moments. Other guys say man of the match is who performed the best. If Messi didn't score any goal against Australia, he'd be man of the match because he was the best performer over 90 minutes. So, here we go, Liverpool propaganda. Eddie Martin. Jordan Henderson has more World Cup knockouts goals than CR7. Eddie, will you be here when my goals drops a 3-piece against the Swiss? That's what I want to ask.
So what if he retires without a knockout?
No, you man, the Swiss from
No. Delta and
It could
Eddie,
happen.
will you be here when my goals drops a 3-piece against those Swiss? That's what I ask.
I'll be here when he has a
Good.
5.9 SOFA score rating.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Wait, H-
Talents
H-
FC.
Do you remember when I sent you a photo of Lukaku having a 7.4 rating?
Oh yeah. Like, I don't know what's up with that, but maybe also XG tax. Talents FC. Once we win this World Cup, players like R9, Zidane, Maradona will look ordinary. England has 12
this guy.
goals. Hashtag domination. Last time when
Why
we
don't we do
conceded,
this?
Germany was still here. No, because he's mad and he's on Winston Churchill's payroll. That's the thing. He's mad and he's on Winston Churchill's payroll. Talents FC, seek help. Please seek help. Wing. Mbappe equals greatest ever. Big up Kane, Jude and Giroud. Let's not do that. So, guys, let's talk about it. Okay, you know what? I want to first get this out of the way.
Please, it's just no reverse psychology. Bro.
Ulebi.
No. Hold on. Let me just get this out of the way. Do I owe him an apology?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow,
100%.
guys, whoa, hold up. That was quick. What the hell?
If you're an Arsenal fan, yeah. If you're an Arsenal fan, you don't. But you're not an Arsenal fan, so you.
Okay,
Yeah.
Eric. Eric, why do I?
disrespect.
Okay, Eric, why do I owe him an apology when he's a Class C brick and he doesn't pass the eye test? Why do I owe him?
You owe him a massive apology. You didn't even acknowledge his goal with a tweet. You didn't even
Speak on that. Yeah, I
You didn't
think
even.
that as well.
You didn't even give him credit for that Atletico goal. That goal
how
scored against
utterly
Atletico.
disrespectful. This is the current all-time leading goal scorer.
And are we
for
counting
France.
friendlies as well? We're counting
That
friendlies.
sounds weird.
So Eric, we're counting goals against San Marino, Liechtenstein, and
He's
Alaska.
France's all-time scorer.
Okay,
So,
Eric. What does that mean?
It means he scored the most France for goals for France ever
Okay, and
among all the players. That's a big deal. When you look at all the players who played for France, you have to think, that is some achievement.
but Giroud doesn't pass the eye test, man.
Of course he does. This is another thing that I have a problem with. Did you watch that game? Did you watch that game? Because Giroud was controlling the game. Like, he was spraying the ball, he was holding it up. He did everything that you want a striker to do, and he scored a goal as well.
Did he?
And I'm wondering to myself, why is this guy so disrespected? Why don't people acknowledge this
Because
guy?
of his Arsenal days, bro. He was
No,
horrible.
Eric. The reason why is okay. I'll tell you what it is. First of all, I think we can all agree that Giroud can't tie Henry's shoelaces or Benzema's shoelaces. We all agree.
On France,
No, Eric. No. Okay, no, Eric. Now I'm going to fight. Now I'm going to be angry.
France,
Eric, no, hold on.
no,
Eric,
on France.
hold on. Close with that. Eric. Now I'm going to start fighting you. Eric, please. Okay, no jokes apart. Let's be serious right now.
Let's compare
Eric,
them
no.
for
Okay, Eric.
France.
I'm asking you a simple question. Giroud, in terms of football quality, forget goals. He can't tie Benzema or Henry's shoelaces. That's a fact.
Giroud for France.
Yeah,
versus
for France or
Henry for
international.
France.
Yeah, that's what we
Eric,
got
Eric,
No.
Eric, you're a sick man. Eric, you're a very sick
But
man.
it's
Eric,
true.
you're a
But
very
it's
sick
just
man.
he's true.
Eric, you're a very
It's
sick
just he's
man.
right though. He's true.
Yeah, you're very
Eric's
sick,
not
man.
lying.
It-
Have you
it-
seen
sick.
Giroud for France, bro? He's
Don't,
amazing.
don't,
it's-
don't,
no.
don't let Giroud
Let's
win
be
the World
honest,
Cup,
like-
Rich. Don't let.
like,
don't
Okay, wait, hold on.
Henry's a better
Can it?
Henry's a better player, but Henry, for France in competition, like big tournaments, he wasn't really that. Let's be real, he wasn't really that great.
He
No,
was-
but let's be honest,
Zidane
Zidane was that guy. You get me? We saw in 02 when Zidane was not there. Henry was supposed to,
Okay,
it was your time to shine.
Okay, look, Mike, what do you say? Okay, Mike, am I hating here? Mike, all I'm saying is that I gave him credit for stats pad against San Marino and Liechtenstein and so forth, which is how he's got into this goal tally. And cool, it's a stat. But Mike, what does it mean when you're clearly not as good as Benzema and Andre, and you never will be? So what do we? What does this stats thing mean?
Didn't Henry, Platini, Benzema, didn't all these guys play against San Marino as well? It's not just Giroud playing against San Marino. They played against San Marino as well. Giroud is clutch, man. Look what he did.
No, stop. He's not clutch. He's not clutch.
Yes, he is clutch.
It's
Look what he did
again-
for Liga.
oh my God.
He won with Montpellier. He won with AC Milan after they didn't win for a decade. He won with Chelsea the Champions League. So Giroud has done everything in his career. And he's still doing it at, what now, 35, 36? Did you see that disallowed goal? He scored a ridiculous bicycle goal. Respect this man. Yes, he's slow and this sort of stuff. His
Very
technique-
slow. Talk about his speed. Talk about his speed. Talk about his
Okay,
speed.
he scored though.
Can he dribble?
So
Can he dribble?
you're a pace merchant now. I
Wait,
think.
it's just your pace
You're just a dribble pace merchant. Stop
Yeah.
it, bro.
He is a
Not
dribble
going there.
pace
It's not all
merchant.
just
Can I
about
speak on
pace
this, bro?
and dribbling. He has touch. He has flair. I love Giroud. I think he's a quality striker. And
Flair.
he will go down as one of the best
No,
strikers
hold on,
France have
Mike.
ever had.
Go down as what? As what?
One of the greatest
one of the
French
best
No, as
strikers.
what? No, shit, Mike. As what? Go down as what?
One of the best strikers France have ever had.
Thank you.
I mean, he's not lying. Mike is not lying.
He's
I don't know why you guys
top
laughing.
three.
My
He's
thing
top
is,
three.
why are people laughing though? It's not like
Yes,
he's lying.
Guys,
Like,
we're
it's
talking
just
about
not-
Giroud.
Name me better strikers. Name me
Can I-
better
Thank you,
strikers.
Sam.
Yeah.
Thank you, Flair. Thank
No.
you. Thank you.
No,
Did you not see
no,
his
but
goal
no,
in the Premier League? The what
Thank
was it
you,
called? The
Flair.
Scorpion kick goal.
Yeah, haters,
Oh,
man.
come on.
Haters in the
It's just
comments.
Mike,
No,
a broken
yeah.
clock is right twice a day. A broken clock is right
Oh my
twice a
God,
day.
he's
No,
such
no,
a
stop
hater.
it.
No,
That
Giroud
is-
has
that's
nice.
what you
Guys,
like
we're
that
talking about
times.
Giroud.
Giroud, he's
Guys,
that
we're talking about
dude.
wait,
He's
hold on.
that dude,
Hold on.
bro.
We're really streets. We're really rating Giroud.
Yeah,
We're really rating
yeah,
Giroud.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's-
Okay,
I gotta go on
no,
this. I gotta go on this.
okay. Let me ask you a question. Are we putting? Is Giroud allowed to sit at the same table as Benzema and Henry as players?
On France, yes, that's clear.
On
No,
national team.
look. Okay, listen. Let me ask you a question again. Is Giroud, as a footballer, forget France, is Giroud as a footballer allowed to sit at the same table as Benzema and Henry? Yes or no?
Yes, he won
Yeah.
a World
No,
Cup.
no.
Yes,
I
he won a World
think
Cup.
Benzema and
He won a
Henry need
World
to
Cup,
find a
bitches. He
different
was
table,
pivotal
man.
for that
No.
French team to win the
They
World
need to find
Cup.
a
Wait, hold up,
Yeah.
Eric. Wait, hold up. Okay.
Yeah, you heard me.
Eric.
You heard me.
I didn't hear Eric. What did
Yeah,
you say?
what
What?
did you-
Eric, excuse me. What did you say, Eric?
You heard what I said.
No. Say it again. Eric, say it
No, I
again.
don't need to- I don't need to say it
No.
again.
I heard something about they have to find a different table. Eric,
That's
I don't know whether,
disrespectful.
I don't know whether you took your meds today and everything.
Can I go on Giroud?
Okay, Vilton, talk to me, man.
Bro, the guy
We're talking about Giroud, man.
bro, he won the league title, bro. It's just he helped you win the Europa League against Arsenal, your bitter rival, and he scored one of the greatest goals you ever seen in the Premier League. That scissor kick, he won the Puskas Award for that.
Oh, the Scorpion.
And the other thing too, it's just don't you remember he's the one that scored that crazy bicycle kick against Atletico for you to win that game in the Champions League?
Yeah, I remember that.
Win the Champions League, bro. So I don't see the hate, and you're criticizing him for 2018 when he played his role. That his role was just bro.
So how many goals did he get in 2018?
That's the thing.
How many
won
goals?
The World Cup. Okay, it's the same thing. In 1998,
You know, you didn't touch my question.
0 goals. He had 0 goals.
Thank
He had
you.
0 goals and like 2 assists. But it's just in 1998, Steven Gerrard had 0 goals either. It's a pattern with French players. Like they're not supposed to be scoring goals for them to win the World Cup. The Packers don't
No, but do you know how many goals Henry had in the World Cup?
I'm sorry, you can't deny.
Can you stop it?
Let's keep it real.
Kenny, mute your mic. Stop it. Kenny, stop it.
How many goals does Thierry has in the World Cup?
Kenny, I'm gonna mute you. Man.
It's just. Not only is Giroud all-time French goal scorer, the guy has 3 goals already this World Cup already, and he might get more. You never know. Bro, Henry wasn't even that nice on France. Do you remember any performance that you can think of Henry had for France?
I mean, his handball against Ireland is the most. Like,
Can you pull up Rob picture?
Let's be real, bitches. The guy was in Arsenal.
No, hold up again. Sorry. Any slander and everything, yellow and red cards are active right now. Suleiman, you better shut the F.
Like, don't.
Can you pull up Rob picture?
You do know the only trophy this guy is missing is the Euro. This guy completed football. The guy won the Champions League, the World Cup. The only trophy he's missing is the Euro.
I'll
say this though. I'll make you happy. Mbappe is only 19 goals away from breaking the all-time French goal record. So Mbappe is gonna break it soon.
Also, Sona, talk to me. Are we hit on Giroud?
You are hitting on Giroud.
How? No. Okay. Also, how am I hitting when I've given him his credits, but we have a guy like Eric who said that Benzema and Henry need to leave there.
When did you give him his credits? I didn't. I missed it.
Okay, I said okay. Well done. You are.
Say it. What?
Also, now talk about.
See, you are a hater. You are a hater. You are a naturally born hater. And so, clearly, you are just hating on Giroud. Giroud is a very good striker. He has always been, well, not always, actually.
There we go.
Were quite questionable. But the guy is a quality player. He has a great first touch. He has excellent finishing. He's everything that you want from a target man striker. You can play off of him very easily. He is very mobile on the ball. But by mobile, I mean... what do you call it? Where he can turn very nicely, and so like it's
nah, man.
Okay.
Takes him
Okay. Also, now take two. Try and get
don't forget he helped AC Milan win their first Scudetto in over how many years?
That too. Yeah,
doing very nicely.
Something like that, but like, yeah. Sorry, I'm high as shit. But
okay, hold on.
Again,
you're high again. All right, wait, hold up. What's it called? Delta, do you want to take over, please? Delta, talk to me about Giroud, man.
I thought you said he was having a shit, but yeah, I mean,
that's what I thought I did.
Yeah, you thought that too, Jamal. Look, Giroud.
Delta, just talk about Giroud, man.
I'm with you.
Because we need to let's be quick, because I need to get to Mbappe. Hurry up.
Yeah, we'll get there. I'm with you, HH. I don't understand all the hype. I mean, sure, he's the all-time top scorer, but so is Lukaku, and I don't even rate Lukaku. So
what a World Cup for Lukaku. What a World Cup.
You're comparing France with Belgium?
Look, Belgium. Well, forget Belgium for now. Let's focus on France. Look, Giroud. Here is an uncomfortable narrative here. I have HH because if he wins, because France.
No, Delta, stop it.
No. Listen. If France keeps playing as they're playing right now, and if Mbappe scores a brace against England like he did today, Giroud will become a 2-time World Cup winner. You know, few players have ever achieved that.
Back to back.
Wasn't it only Pele? And
only Pele. Pele and Zagallo, the only one that.
Yeah, and Italy as well, I think.
And Italy, 1934-38.
So imagine this guy being a 2-time World Cup winner and the all-time leading goal scorer for France. Now, I'm with you. I'm going to say this again. I'm with you. I don't think as a player, he doesn't move me. I don't think he's like a brick, to be honest. But achievement-wise, I mean, that is big.
Oh, no. In terms of achievements, I give him that. Actually, Delta perfect.
Yeah.
Achievements, goal tally, World Cup, Europa, UCL, it's there. People will not remember him in 10 years' time. He'll be forgotten.
Don't say that.
No one is. But basically, they remember because that guy has the most goals, and once Mbappe breaks it, he'll be forgotten. This guy ain't going to last in history because he's not a remarkable player. Okay,
he's not. But at the end of the day, he's still the all-time top scorer. So
yes,
people are
fine.
going to remember him. No, but I'm telling you, they are going to remember him.
And plus, he's a very handsome guy. Pause.
Come on,
I gotta
guys.
ask this to the panel. Who are we gonna remember more, Lukaku or Giroud?
Giroud, by far.
Giroud.
Can I respond?
Giroud.
Mike, can I
We're
respond?
gonna remember Lukaku because of his bad moments. That's why.
Mike, can I respond?
Can I talk about?
No, you can't. Afterwards. Okay, very, very quickly. So, Mike, Giroud, yes, but okay,
Well,
Simon, what do you want to say, Giroud?
You're a hater, bro. This is the thing about Giroud, man. The only reason why I think he's gonna be remembered.
The D is silence. The D is silence.
It doesn't matter, bro. The reason why he's gonna be remembered is mostly because, let's be honest, bro. There's gonna be a lot of highlight merchants that are gonna be remembered, as well as his goal scoring. No, he actually contributed, unlike all those other French strikers, man. Because let's be honest, bro. What has Benzema done for France? What has Henry hasn't done as much.
Benzema was on his way to win a Euros, if not for Kimpembe. I'm answering your question. Benzema was on his way to win a Euros for France, if not for that bomber's Kimpembe, who sabotaged the entire team. If not for Kimpembe, who sabotaged the entire team. That's what Benzema done for France.
No,
so it's called self-sabotage. Self-sabotage.
Even Trezeguet has done more for France than Henry, bro.
No, that's the truth. And let's be honest, bro. Like his highlights look crazy. His highlights and goals he scored look crazy, bro. That's crazy. How are you gonna say he's not technical? And then people are gonna see those highlights and be like, "What is this guy talking about? Not being technical?"
No. And then Zeman. You will then go below, and you'll then see a video say uploaded by half up, and you'll then see his disaster classes and his missed touches and so forth. So there'll be like a complimentary thing. So basically, like, oh, here's a recommendation of a video. This is all of his bad bits. So that's me. I'm going to remind people about his bad bits. Let me hit these Dubinsky's, man. From Israel, if Mbappe wins back-to-back World Cups, does he become go to head of CR7 and Messi?
No.
No, he doesn't, bro. He doesn't.
No.
He doesn't.
Yes, no. Club-wise, no.
Wait. Do you know how insane that sounds, right? Do you know how insane that sounds? He's already the top goal scorer at this World Cup, and I'm pretty sure if he gets to the final and wins it, he's gonna score more goals. The guy's gonna have.
He's gonna
break record.
Guys,
It's you know he's only what? He already has 9 goals already in his career, bro.
Wilson, we're trying to live. Wilson, we're trying to get a UCL.
No, if he wins that,
Wilson, we're trying to get a UCL. Wilson, we're trying to get a UCL.
I'm hopping on that train, by the way. If Mbappe was the World Cup back-to-back, I'm hopping on the Mbappe.
I don't care. We're here to get a UCL. Qatari Home Office and Embassy. We are monitoring the. Okay. All right. So
What was the incident?
Zeno, Jude in transition moves like KDB. Oh, you mean that bum-ass loser who dropped 3 disaster class performances? Oh, that's Ghost. Oh yeah, I know. King Deuce. Gentlemen, are we going to have the Bellingham, Pedri, Gavi convo? Who is better?
What's
Pedri
Gavi doing in that conversation, bro?
Yeah, no. Pedri is still better. Pedri is still the better player. He's still the better player.
I mean, this World Cup.
Why must
Come on, don't do that. Don't do that.
Eric, let's give Pedri
Look at Eric, man.
that chance against Morocco because he's had 4 games. Let's give Pedri 4 games as well. Then we can see. But I still say Pedri is still technically the better player, although Jude is cold. Alhambra. Giroud is the definition of good. HH, if you're a fan of good, you need to be a fan of Giroud. No.
Speak on it.
If he's good, let him score the winning goal in the World Cup final. Then I can say good.
Don't do that.
Let him score the winning goal in the World Cup final. I said it. Let him get to the World Cup final winning goal. Then it's okay.
When has Henry did what did he do in 06? When we needed him? He wasn't there. Huh? Where was Henry?
Oh man, wait, but it's called eye test tax. Eye test tax. Wing, shout out to your boy. Eden stole Giroud's Europa Best Player Award. No, he didn't. Eden deserved that. So
Yes, he
get
did.
the hell out of here. Oh, shut up! Do you think I'm that stupid? Do you think I'm that stupid?
Is that
Don't
Mayweather?
trust Double H's eye test. He watches games with shades. Well, my eye test is still damn good, man. You clown. Wing, Giroud's the best targets man for a while now. G-man. Yeah, he's a decent targets man. Nothing more, nothing less.
You know, without him, you don't win the Champions League, right? In 2021.
Can I
Okay.
speak on this Giroud thing, H?
Okay, G-man, real quick because I need to get to Mbappe.
Yeah. H, your goats and your heroes are saying he's one of the best. Have you seen Mbappe comments on Giroud? Have you seen Hazard comments on Giroud? They say as a striker, he's one of the best because he links up to play very well and he helps the team. So if your goats are saying this, H, you have to be something. And I mean,
did you know that goats receive brown envelopes? You know that? So,
yeah, and the next day, H, you know you're sick because I could actually see you're 60, 70 years old and you're telling the young dudes who are now getting into football that Giroud was a trash player and a classy brick.
I'm 19.
You know, I can
I'm
see
19. I'm 19.
But yeah, man, I mean, give him his flowers. He's a good.
Wait, no, because Rob hasn't spoken yet. So Rob, talk to me, man. Am I hating on Giroud, Rob?
But is Rob here?
Rob, am I hating on Giroud? Rob, talk to me. Rob, talk to me. Right.
Yes. Well, I do think you're hating because he is still a good player, decent player, because he is France's all-time top scorer, and he had some big moments for club and for country. So I do think you're hating a bit because I do think he's a very good player, and right now he's statistically France's best striker of all time. So he has to be a really good player.
Stats are overrated. Numbers lie. Women do. So okay, let's talk about Mbappe. Let's talk about Mbappe. Guys, Mbappe's trying to live. And I need everyone to relax on Mbappe. I need everyone to Eric. I need you to relax on Mbappe. Okay, Eric? Just chill. Just
balling,
relax. Man. Jamal, no. Mbappe is trying to live. Here, and I want to be very clear right now to the streets. He has his World Cup. This is just for vibes. Mbappe is here for vibes. This is about Messi, Neymar, and Ronaldo. It's about them. Mbappe, he has his. He's now looking to February to get that UCL Infinity Stone. And let me tell you why Mbappe can't win another World Cup. There's a thing called the footballing equilibrium. And things have to be balanced. Mbappe winning a second World Cup unbalances the footballing equilibrium. So it scientifically cannot happen. It's an impossibility. Because the only people that can win the World Cup is whether it's a Neymar, it's a Messi or a Cristiano, because you have to have the balance. It can't be Mbappe. Because him winning a second World Cup before 2024, we can't come back from that. Like, there's no response to that. So if that happens, it's the end of the world. And we can't have the end of the world. So in order for the world to still be functioning, and for us to still be living, he can't be allowed to have a second WC. So, but all I'll say is this, is that you got to respect Mbappe, man. I know Pace Mbappe. I know Mbappe and everything. I know. But you got to respect. I mean, guys, did you see those 2 goals? Did you see those 2 Gizini? Those 2 Gizinis?
You're a pace merchant, HH.
Eric. Okay, Eric. Talk to me about those two G's. Eric, the first G. Did you see that? Come on, Eric.
Yeah, look.
Eric, it's like a rifle.
Like a rifle, yeah.
That's why. Hold on. I know. Wait, how old is it? It's like 22 or 23? 23?
He's 23. He's going to be 24 in December.
Exactly. He's going to be 24 this month. He's not a spring chicken for much longer, to be honest. He's getting on, and he has a walk.
He had that World Cup. Wait, how old was he? He was like 990. No.
Yeah. So if he doesn't win the Champions League, he's going to be like your goats who flopped in the Champions League. So I think he's good.
Mbappe. Eric, 2 more knockout goals. 2 more knockout goals. Eric, how many World Cups did it take Messi to get his first knockout goal? Huh? 5? Eric, it's a lie. No way. It took 5? No, come on.
Yeah, his first knockout goal was a penalty.
It's crazy. Okay, but Eric, just talk about Mbappe.
Yeah, look, in terms of the whole thing about Okay, don't make me actually become a hater, because I might remember some things about your boy. So no, look, I think obviously we know how good he is. I think his best attribute is goal scoring. You can't deny it. He's a really good goal scorer. He
And
just
clutch.
Yeah, he's clutch. He's good goal scorer. He even scored with his head, which you don't really expect that so much. But quality goals, especially the second one. Second one was really good. And what's his name? Chesney. Chesney has had a good World Cup before today. So
stop it. So Eric, so you're gonna say that Chesney was bad rather than Mbappe made him made him look bad.
No.
They go, hold up. Chesney, this is the same man who saved Messi's penalty. Mbappe dunked him twice. You're not gonna give him Mbappe credit? Wow.
So that's part of it. Yeah. So he played up against a informed goalkeeper, and he did well, scored 2 goals. But I'm not going to I can't. I'm not that much. I'm not as excited about the way he plays as some people. I'm sorry. The technical ability is not.
But you rate Mount.
But you rate Mount. Which is weird.
Mount.
Wait, Eric, you're a Chelsea fan. You're talking about technical ability. You're not excited. Then how do you watch Chelsea?
Look, let's not talk about Chelsea, man. We're trying. Look, no. Let's not get into that, please. I rate Mount in terms of Mount is a he's a industrial player. He'll work hard. He'll put the tackle in, and he's a squad player. That's what I always said.
Nah,
that's why I rate Mount. But let's not talk about
that's where we are right now.
Just leave Mount out of your mouth.
But Mbappe is not winning a second World Cup. It's impossible.
He is. I mean,
Eric,
the last time it happened was 1958.
Wait, hold on here, but easy. I'll come to him and I'll just go through. But Eric, I need you to answer right now. So he's not winning a second World Cup. Eric, he can't do it. He can't.
I think he might score 5 more goals. They'll get to the final. I think he'll get a hat trick in the final. And,
look at this guy, Jinx guy. Look at this. Eric, you are a hater. No. So basically, you think Giroud hates that. Eric, this is hating too. Wow.
No.
You're trying to jinx the prodigy. You're a sick man. You're a sick man.
Eric,
can I speak on it?
Wait, hold on.
Let me come to your boy Mike. Mike, talk to me, man. Mbappe.
Right now, Mbappe is the best player in the world. Right now. He's delivering on the biggest stage. 5 Gs. He's got 9 goals already in the World Cup. 9 goals. He's only 7 away from Miroslav Klose. What? He's not even 25.
Who scored the most goals in a World Cup knockout tournament, by the way? In one tournament, was it R9, the most knockout goals?
That I actually don't know.
Well, I think
those knockout goals is Jude Fontaine.
Yeah, Jude Fontaine.
How many goals did he score?
A lot of goals.
Wasn't it Gert Muller when he scored like something?
No. It's Jude Fontaine has a rare record for France.
So look,
Jude Fontaine did 9 goals.
Mbappe was not the greatest before those goals. Let's be honest here. He wasn't having the greatest game, but then like that, he shows up. 2 quality Gs. That's what look. I almost compare Mbappe to LeBron right now. LeBron was carrying Cavs in 2016. Mbappe is scoring all the goals at the moment for France.
And also remember, he's carrying a France side with no Pogba.
He's not carrying anything, man.
Zeman, I was talking to Mike. Zeman, I was talking to Mike.
What does Griezmann?
Zeman, I was talking to Mike. Zeman, I was talking to Mike. Please don't. So Mike, as I was saying, Mike, and he's carrying a French team with no Pogba, no Kante, no Benzema, and I think that everybody thought would not make it through the groups. So my thing is, Mbappe has already completed dot.
Yeah, these agendas are crazy.
I swear to God, I hate this
Hold
guy.
on, can Mike talk, please, Mike? Sorry.
We're not bringing Dud into this because he got past the group with, what was it, Tunisia, and then Denmark, who we saw didn't even care about the World Cup and worried about other things. So I'm not even going to count Dud for that. He should get it done. It's about Gid for Mbappe in the group stage. Now, it's about legacy. And he's building this legacy more and more. If he drops another 2-piece on England, oh boy. Oh boy. He's on them.
You can't speak to it.
Can he get another goal in the semi-final?
Oh, no. Look, no. They're out. I don't think they beat England. Because I think...
Well, we know what you're doing, Adrian. You're jinxed.
You are so shameless, bro.
You know you bro.
How are you talking about ace merchants? That's crazy, man.
You're flick.
Nah,
What's the matter
Zeman,
with
Do I do it because, Zeman, I love You know how in wrestling you have like the good guys and they have the heel. I love playing the role of the villain. And you know what it is? It goes back to a tweet. It goes back to a tweet that I put out at the 2018 World Cup that I said that Mbappe has done more at 19 than Messi and Ronaldo. The amounts of hate and abuse I received, I was like, oh my gosh, I have found my meaning in life. And my thing is that Mbappe pisses off the Messi fans and Ronaldo fans. And Mbappe is needed because he's there for the balance. But he can't win the World Cup. Mbappe must not win the World Cup because that's what messed up the footballing equilibrium. He must not win it.
If he wins this World Cup,
no, Mike, he can't. No, Mike, it's impossible. He can't. France can't win it without Pogba and Kante. But I said this from the start. Pogba and Kante.
Yeah, trying to jinx it.
Jamal, I promise you, this is not a jinx. Oh, against Poland, fine. Now against an England, a Portugal, a Spain, a Brazil, and Argentina, you need Pogba and Kante.
I was gonna say the only way France can win this World Cup is they have to outscore every team, because clearly the defense cannot keep a clean sheet. They're giving chances up. So the only way they can win every game is outscore each opponent. 2-1, 3-2, 4-2. I mean, yeah.
And they have the ability to do that. They have the ability to do that.
Look at his face.
No, because Mike, that's why, because I didn't know that defense isn't as strong, which is why we'll get there, Mike, because I'm telling you how England can beat France. I'll tell you how England can beat France. And Vilton, talk to me.
Yeah, it's just Mbappe is on pace to being the greatest player of all time, bro. If he's
Vilton,
but you know what's funny though? It's you know what's funny though, right? You know how Mbappe is a big Ronaldo fanboy, right?
I've noticed. R. Kelly now.
I've noticed it's mostly the Messi fans. It's mostly the Messi fans that are scared of this narrative if Mbappe will win it. Because Ronaldo realistically never had a chance of winning the World Cup till he got this generation with Portugal. But if Mbappe does this, he's already has 5 goals, 3 goals and assists, bro. He's doing it in, I think, the hardest competition and the most perceived competition in the world. If this guy's winning back-to-back World Cup this guy's going to be sitting at the table with the likes of Pelé, Maradona, Zidane already at the age of 23.
He hasn't even won it yet.
Because the thing about
Eric, Vilton is just talking. Let's Vilton, what are you on about?
The reason why I'm saying that, right? People are going to bring up the Champions League, but the thing about the Champions League, it changes, right? We had a format in the in the 50s. Now we have the format changes again in the 1992.
But Wilson, my thing is
we're gonna get the Super League, but the World Cup is always intangible. It's always gonna be
Wilson. Mbappe is winning a second.
Yeah, World Cup changes as well.
That's not how.
No, the World Cup never changes. It's been the same tournament though.
It's gonna change in the next World Cup.
We're just more teams. We're just more teams adding into it. But the Champions League, we're gonna have the Super League and stuff like that.
Wait. Okay, Vilton, then Kenny. Vilton, fish up on
I'll just say this, bro. If this guy wins the World Cup again, it's just, man, I might have to jump on the Mbappe stand because I was worried, bro. I was worried, but because I'm gonna keep it real, right? It's Mbappe, Vinny, kind of low or lower. I'll say 3rd tier below Mbappe. Then it's just the rest. Mbappe clearly the best player of this generation. I know Haaland's gonna score a lot of goals, but Mbappe just
I mean, is that a good thing? I'm sorry.
Best player. That's crazy, man.
Wait, hold on. Kenny, talk to me. Kenny, and then Sulaiman. Kenny.
Let me go after Kenny.
No.
I remember there was a show before the World Cup. I said Mbappe and France. You guys were sleeping on. I told you Mbappe top scorer, man. I don't know why people were doubting. I don't get it. You guys were just sleeping on them
it's
the
World Cup curse, Kenny. It's the World Cup.
Nah, but you see that group. I knew that group was trash. I don't know why people. But anyways, on Mbappe, the Vilton, the GOAT of all time, no. But he's on his way to become the GOAT of
how many players have gone back to that World Cup?
Wait, let Kenny land, man. Let Kenny land.
World Cup wise, he's on his way to be the GOAT of the World Cup right now. For me, by the end of his career, it's probably going to be like. Probably he's going to be him and Pelé, right? Probably right now he's probably already top 5. Like the thing he's doing, he still have 2 World Cups left as well. It's crazy.
Kenny, you said he's top 5 all time right now.
No. World Cup wise, World Cup wise, I said probably top 10.
Rest in peace to Zidane, man.
Just World Cup wise, what he's doing is he already has a World Cup. He has 9 goals. What he's doing is crazy.
Zeman, that's a caution, man. Next
no,
thing,
that's
is
that not.
Suleiman, grab the mic. Suleiman, take the mic.
Listen, I know you say you don't want Mbappe to win his second World Cup, but we all know you do, though. We all know you do. And the fact
Okay,
is,
wait, hold on, Suleiman. Hold on.
let me give an argument.
No, Suleiman, no, hold up. Suleiman, first of all, you can't tell me what is in my brain. Only I know. Suleiman, I'm saying that because Suleiman, I am here to protect the integrity of football, and I am the protector of the footballing equilibrium. Mbappe must not win a second World Cup because that messes up the footballing balance. So yes.
I mean, you said that France can't win without Pogba and Conte, which, I mean, Mbappe, let's be honest, though, Mbappe does have a good supporting cast this World Cup. I mean, Ousmane Dembele.
Wait, hold on, Suleiman. You're rating Rabiot. Suleiman, I dare you to say Tchouameni is better than Pogba for France. I dare you. I dare you.
He is.
Griezmann,
I'll say
I've never been the biggest fan of Griezmann, but he's been really good this World Cup.
Yes.
He's been creating chances. He's been like putting it through balls. He's been a good player, and like Giroud as well. I know you hate him as well, but he's been clutch, man. And the thing is, when it's all said and done, I know you don't want Messi and Ronaldo to win this World Cup because they're gonna end up like in Siberia homeless, like the guy in my AV. So, in your best interest, you want Mbappe to win, and like I think it's possible. It's.
Oh, what the fuck?
Wait.
Was that H?
Wait, what the hell? What? Oh, someone, please change that.
When did
What the hell is that?
When did you take that picture, AJ?
Oh, okay, Zeman, grab the mic, Zeman. What the hell was that?
Oh, Neymar.
Let's go, man. Let's break it down. The Mbappe hype train. All right. First of all, I literally think that Griezmann has been the best French player so far in this World Cup. Just in terms of performance, I think he's been amazing. Tchouameni is easily replacing players like Conte. Let's keep it real. I think he's been amazing. And Rabiot, bro. Rabiot has been amazing. Like let's not sleep on his performance. This guy has actually been performing at top level. So he's been giving.
So this is the support. So you want Mbappe to win a World Cup with Rabiot, and Tchouameni.
Rabiot's that dude. He's that dude.
Zima, they haven't
he's the Rab. The Rab is that dude, man.
Zima, you wanted to win a World Cup with Rabiot and Tchouameni, really?
You're setting them up to fail, man.
No. He's actually that dude. He's actually that dude. And here's the thing, HH.
Wait, no, sorry. Eric, for trying to claim what's in my head and everything, that's a caution. Next will be a yellow. Zeman, continue.
Yeah. And here's the thing, HH. Like, there has to be. Do you want? I just want to ask you, right? Forget the panel, forget the live chat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want Pace Merchant to be the GOAT? Is this what you want?
Dude, okay, can I ask you a question?
Relax.
Let me answer your question.
Other GOATs like Maradona.
I believe that the GOAT is and will always be, in my view, Maradona.
Yeah,
he will always be the GOAT. There are only two arguments for the GOAT. No, three. Maradona, Pele, or if Messi balls in the semi and in the final of this World Cup and is the best player.
What about
those are the three arguments.
He doesn't have the ability.
Ronaldo, CR7.
He doesn't have the ability.
He doesn't know how to play football, bro. You need to know how to play football, bro. Zeman, grab the mic.
You know what's the wild thing?
You need to know how to play football, bro.
But you rate this with Mbappe.
Zeman, wait, hold on. Zeman has the mic. Zeman has the mic, man. Let me meet this guy.
Man. Come on.
Calm down, Vilton. But the thing is, the weird thing is, as much as high as you rate Mbappe, he's kind of in the same mold as close to in the same mold as a young
Cristiano
Ronaldo.
Yeah,
no,
don't do this. Skillful, and then he's also pacey and skillful to a certain extent.
And that's a left winger.
Yeah. He's literally in the mold of that. Like his game is in the mold of that. It's
it's mostly R9 though. R9.
No, he's not R9. R9 was
no. Wilson, I am revoking your Brazilian citizenship for saying that nonsense. Do you know who that man is?
You see how dumb you sound when you don't rate Ronaldo? That's how dumb you sound when you say stuff like that.
CR7 is one of the worst footballers I've ever
So wait, hold on. Zeman, continue.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, I don't think he'll listen. If he wins another World Cup, shout out to Shout out to his supporting cast. I think he's gonna be remembered as one of the greats. I just don't know if he's gonna be remembered as the great man, but he's gonna be one of the best. He's gonna be the best in his generation.
Wait, hold on. Let me say some Dubinsky, and then we'll talk about England and France. Shout out to your boy Adelsman. Thank you for the Dubinsky. So we're not going to talk about that zesty celebration between Kylian Mbappe and Giroud. Okay, I don't really know what that's about. HH wants Mbappe to stare in his eyes the way he did to Giroud.
Yo.
Adams, I don't know what you're on about. I don't know what you're alluding to, but Adams, all I'm saying though is we're here to talk about football and football only. I'm a football analyst, and that's what I'm here for. So anything you're alluding to, I have no idea what this is about.
He does have a
so we're going to say Delta. Wait, hold on.
Are we saying Giroud has dreamy
I know
eyes?
Delta was going to say that. I knew he was going to say that.
I'm going to give you a yellow, so shut up, man. Just 3. Thank you for the dub. Kylian Mbappe is undoubtedly the best player on the planet. Well, on the biggest stage, he keeps delivering. 9 World Cup goals at age 20.
I heard Hazard.
Wow, guys, how did you hear that, man? Did this make a sensitive, man? On the biggest stage, he keeps delivering. 9 World Cup goals at age 23. This dude is special. Jez, that's cool, but it gets real on Friday. You see, the World Cup starts twice. No, second round, quarters is when it really starts. See, quarterfinals is when we can really talk. So let's switch on to the quarters, please. Jay Jokin, Qatar won't allow. Okay, I'm not going to say that. I'm not saying that. I'm not going to say that.
Wow.
So win the World Cup. I'm gonna say that's no. Jay Jokin, no, I'm not.
These nicknames are too funny.
Matt B, never compare Haaland to my guy. His name is Mbappe, Donatello. You see, guys, Haaland is purely a goal scorer, and that's it. He has no clutch gene. He has no technique. His first touch is horrible, and he's never been on the front cover of a video game.
And he has
never
another
will.
handicap as well, which is he plays for Norway, which probably won't get to the World Cup.
Oh, give me a break. That's not a thing. Alhambra, Mbappe for the World Cup, not just a speed merchant. His movement of the ball is brilliant, you bombers haters, especially in the penalty area, something he'll adapt later in his career, you bombers loser haters. See, my thing though is that
Cristiano Ronaldo. You just described Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah. Yes, Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, but see, man, did Cristiano win a World Cup at 19?
Oh, come on, AJ, stop that.
What did he do as a 17-year-old in the UCL? Huh? What?
He was on the bench on United, man.
There we go. Pro Black FC. Mbappe is already the GOAT with Pele. # stay black. No, he's not the GOAT with Pele. Relax, he's not. So guys, hold on, easy. Let's talk England, France. So
wait, I have to go now. Can I just say something quick on Mbappe?
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, this is the reason why we hate Hazard. Because you do these things. Why are you saying coming out of the group is dirty, Chiefs?
It's not. It's dot.
Let me remind you the group. Let me remind you the group. It was
keep in mind that UCL cost. The UCL cost claimed the last three teams.
Yeah, Tunisia and Denmark, and we finally know what Denmark did in that Euros. It was heart attack tax. We know these guys are not good. They just did it for Ericsson. So,
it's crazy.
So AJ, what are you talking about, man? But continue. I just had to say that. Continue.
Okay, let's talk about England, France. Let's talk about England, France, man. So, guys, I'm going to tell you
it gets real.
How England can beat France. Now, you guys,
oh my God, yeah.
Southgate might be listening. And Southgate, send the money via wire transfer.
You mean the gate?
If you use the gate, I'm sorry. Thank you, Zeman. The gate.
So is the gate going to close the gate on France this Saturday?
He's gonna open it.
Okay, let me hit you with this. Let me hit you with this, man. Let me hit you with that. Thank you for that. Someone said that England should go toe-to-toe with France. Big mistake. Look at the Poland game. Before Poland conceded, Mbappe wasn't able to do anything. France is the most dangerous player, Mbappe, was pretty much nullified because Poland were very, very defensive and they had breakaways. So I was looking at that and I said, wait a minute. If England employed the same exact tactic, give Mbappe no space, sitting deep, cuts off all of the channels, force Mbappe into tight spaces, and try and take your opportunities on the counter, England have way more dangerous attacking players than Poland do. And Poland had 2 good goal scoring opportunities, but all they have is Lewandowski and Zielinski. But you have a Foden, you have a Kane, you have a Jude Bellingham, you have a Saka. You have far more weapons to do damage. England's tactic. Now, here's the thing. You have to always readjust. So if they do what Poland did, sits back, hits the counter. If they go behind, it's an issue. But if they manage to hold France, restrict Mbappe, give him no space, and can go ahead, now we're talking. So the thing for England is, first, give Mbappe no space. Give France no space. Force them into tight spaces, then hit them on the counter with smart passes and so forth. That's the way. Eric, you're shaking your head. Eric, you're shaking your head. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I think the tactic that Poland uses is the tactic you use when you don't have, the players. So instead of, saying England should do what Poland did, they should probably do a different version because they have better players.
No, sorry, very quickly. All I'll say though is Poland had the right idea, but they went too much of an extreme. They were way too deep. But they had the right idea because, Eric, you don't want to give Mbappe space. Mbappe without space can't do what Messi can do or what Neymar can do.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, what you said is completely right. England are they're better defensively. They're probably the best team defensively in the competition.
Yes.
And they have the players going forward. So it makes sense in that way. But I think they should just play their game. Just try and create space, create the chances like you've been doing, and just be solid defensively. And maybe you need to double up on Mbappe at the back. You definitely need to start Walker in this game.
Yes.
Maybe Walker and Trippier. Who knows? And for me, maybe England should play a back 5. I don't think playing a back 4 is a good idea in this game. Maybe I'm wrong. But
no. I think you're right because, again, England have not faced an attack like France all throughout the tournament. I mean, what? America, Iran, Wales, Senegal without Mane. So if England now go with a back 4 against a substantially great, and let's be real, England have faced pretty bad attacks and they've still had a few scares. Now you now compare that to Giroud, Griezmann, Dembele, and Mbappe.
Oh, so now you.
I don't think a back 4 goes through. Was that so, man?
So now you rate Giroud, huh?
Yeah. So for me, 100%, I think England should just don't try to counter. Like if you just try to counter and then you concede early, that's going to be very bad.
That's the issue. That is the issue.
So just don't be too deep. Don't let them just have confidence and just dominate the ball. But also, don't try to be too like gung ho. There needs to be some kind of balance. And this will be a very big test for Southgate. And let's see how he does it. Let's see what he does. But England.
So do you feel? How much of a chance do you think England have of beating France? Do you think there's a real chance England can beat France?
For me, as good as France have been, I think this France team are not what they used to be. I think that England have a really good chance. So I'm going to say it's a 55-45 to France. France should still, win, but it's not a clean cut, obvious prediction in my opinion. I think it can go either way, but let's see what England can do, against France. For me, it doesn't matter. Just win. Win however you can, just get the win.
Yes, what do you say, man? England, France.
This guy is going to talk about Rashford.
Okay, what's it called? Rob, England, France. What do you say, man?
With England, France, I think. Well, you said that you shouldn't change tactics or formations that often, but then should they go to a back 3 after they played a back 4 for the entire tournament so far? And they did it pretty well so far.
Okay, Rob, that is an amazing question. Because you are right. You don't change formation midway through. And Rob, that's a great question because
you do. That's why
no, you don't. I've never heard of a team, especially after you've played a second round game, who's changed your formation.
No, but the game changed. Like England haven't played a back 4 throughout. They have changed to a back 5 at times. It's not like the whole game has always been.
But they started with a back 4.
Not this tournament.
Against Iran.
This tournament, there's only back 4. Yeah, this tournament they always played back 4.
Yeah, but in the actual game, which is why Trippier is playing, because he's like a wing back, full back. I mean, it depends on what you see
But
in actual.
it's been more of a back four than what they used to do, what they did at the Euros.
Like
So my thing though is, which is why Rob makes a good point, is that you shouldn't change it. But are you sure that back four can hold what France can bring? Because you've not faced what France can bring in those groups. Now you can say, hey man, if it don't broke, don't fix it, we can be solid. And maybe you have belief that Maguire and Stones, who have been solid so far, can say what's up. But again, that's the hard thing of management, because they can't be like, wait a minute, they've done well. I believe Maguire and Stones can hold whatever France can give us. I think we can do well defensively. Or let's respect France, respect that these guys are better offensively than what we faced. Let's now do it and make it difficult for them. Who knows? But Rob, talk to me.
But like also last time they started the back three, they lost 4-0 to Bulgaria, I believe, or Hungary. That was it. That's the last time they used the back three, and during the Nations League. But I think that it's it could be an evenly game if you take or man mark Mbappe out of the game, because like you saw today, he scored 2 goals basically out of nothing, and they were almost impossible to save for the goalkeeper. So I think that after they put Kyle Walker to man mark Mbappe, I think England have a chance to win it. And also, I don't think, like you suggested earlier, that it is a one-man team with Bellingham. I think that a lot of England players have played well so far this tournament.
Maguire has had a great tournament so far. And Pickford. Pickford has made big saves.
Yeah, also like Foden, Kane, they have been very good this tournament.
And Kane. Even if he's only scored one goal, his link play has been very good.
He's also 3 assists this tournament, so he also creates a lot of goals going deep. So I think that England could easily win this game, but they could also easily lose this game. I think it all depends on what Mbappe shows up.
But not to your point though, Rob. I know what you would say. I would stick with the back four. And the reason why I say that is, I get it's a much better France and so forth, but I believe more in not changing your formation during a tournament than trying to chop and change. I think it is what it is. You've come this far, playing solid and so forth. I think it would be too much of a psychological, mental change to now go to a back three, which you've not done at any points for the 4 games you've played.
But also, even after they looked shaky, Pickford has the most clean sheets this World Cup so far. So they have been defensively very good, even though they look maybe sometimes a bit shaky. So I think that, like I said earlier, if Mbappe shows up, they could easily lose it if they don't man mark him well enough. But England could also easily win it if players like Kane and Foden show up. And I don't know if we should go with Henderson again, because Henderson played well today.
You have to. No. Basically, if you're England, you have to stick with the same formation that you did. Because again, this is why it's tough being a manager, because you have a decision to make. Do you change things because, okay, I know we've done well, but France are considerably better than Senegal, America, Wales, and Iran. There is a substantial increase in quality, so we have to chop and change in respect to much better opposition. Or look, we have it's if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't rock the boat unless you have to. Let's keep it as is, because this formation, this lineup has brought us here. Let's keep going with this. And if we go down 1-0, then we'll then change.
Well, not really. Like Henderson, I think only started this game so far in the World Cup, and also Rashford was dropped. It was a bit harsh on him because he scored 2 goals in the last game. So. And still, with today's game, Madison couldn't get any minutes, even off the bench. Mount was ahead of him, so I don't know about that, because he could also do something.
Yes, it talks to me England, France, man. Well, I mean, what are we saying, man? We're talking formations, tactics, setups, approaches. What are we saying, man?
I think this is going to come down to moments. I think this is a lot tighter than people expect. And one thing I'll say is I feel like it's been underrated how I understand it's controversial to say this, but I think it's Southgate's
Someone doing the
management.
dishes, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Vilton, are you having a shout? The heck? Sorry, yes, continue.
Southgate's management of the overall squad, I think, has been underrated, in my honest opinion. I mean, today everyone was like people saying, "Whoa, why is Rashford on the bench? He scored 2 goals, and Bukayo Saka played well today." So Bukayo Saka scored a goal today. So now England has more players that are more effective and that are more informed in the tournament, which means that if the game is tight, you do have options off the bench that can have an impact in the game. And that's one thing I feel like. The thing is, I feel like maybe France maybe relying too much on their first 11, maybe too much. And it's like, okay, if the game is tight, you have a Rashford or you have a Bukayo Saka that have been on good form. And I think that's very, very important, especially when you go deep into the competition. And I think this is going to be moments in the game where it's all down by individual concentration. Every player on both sides has to be switched on, and the moment they don't switch on, I think that's going to decide the game. For me, this is a tough game to call because I mean, like you said, Mbappe has been unbelievable. Olivier Giroud looks like the best France striker of all time, but that's what he looks like.
Hey,
At this
there
moment.
he is. There he
No,
goes.
and
There you go.
just honestly speaking, bro.
The reactionary mentions. You
But
see,
he
people
is,
say
though. He is.
like a hangout isn't a hangout until Yasser makes a
No, but
crazy
it's just
statement.
But Yasser is right, though. He is.
It's just is this evidence we
He's
see
actually
in
right.
what
He's
that's
France's
what
greatest
okay.
striker ever.
I said what I'm watching is I'm seeing Kylian Mbappe be the best player in the world. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Olivier Giroud as being like is probably going to go down as the best striker that France has ever
He's
had.
not the.
That's what I'm saying. Like this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm witnessing. And the thing I love about the World Cup is they don't care about our opinion. They don't care about HS's opinion. They don't care about my opinion. They don't care about Vilta's opinion. They don't care about our opinion. It's what you do in the World Cup. Good. I mean, this is what the World Cup is about. You take all the subjectivity out of it, and it's get it done. Good. And Mbappe and France have, bro, they have a chance to do something that's unprecedented.
I mean, Mbappe can't keep coming clutch.
I think he could. I think he could. And the thing is,
he can't. That's not how football works, bro.
I think he could. And the thing is, I think is for me is it's gonna be interesting because for me, I thought England was a bit fortunate not to concede a goal today. I feel like the Pickford came up with 2 fantastic saves. I mean, I don't know how Sarr did not score that 1 goal that he should have scored.
He plays for Watford, bro. Come on.
But it's for me. But for me,
yes, but so if you're gonna give it to someone, England fans, who are you edging it to, or is it too close to call?
HH is too close to call. I mean, it's so close that I'm at this point I'm just gonna flip a coin, heads or tails. That's how close it is.
Okay, what about the formation? What do you think? Same formation for England.
I think Southgate is going to surprise everyone. I think Southgate.
No. What would you do? Stick with the same lineup, or do you go with a back 3 because it's France?
I'll go with the back 3.
Even though you've not done that all throughout this tournament, would you change the formation?
I will. The reason why I will is because I feel like the pragmatism, the team that's more pragmatic will win this game. I genuinely believe that. I believe that the team that gets too carried away in moments of the game will actually cause the other team to open like how the Dutch did to the United States. That's what
my thing. That is, if England nullify Mbappe, don't give him space, and they don't go down, it's very important that England don't go down 1-0 to France.
What happened today?
Because if France scored the first goal, I'm not sure England win the game. So if England can score the first goal, and France now really starts going ISO, because I think someone even made the comment that as much as France won, he felt that they played very ISO football and individual. So once France really panic, they'll just start being selfish, individualism, dribbling for no reason, and that's what England wants. But for France, if you're France, you want to score the first goal, because if France score the first goal, then it's
but it's one thing I realized about this tournament, and this specifically is when you look at the Dutch and US game, and you look at the Senegal England game, false sense of confidence. The team that believe that they're on top, and the moments they get, the moment you get complacent, you get open up. You get opponent. The 2 goals that England scored was Senegal trying to push forward, thinking they have confidence, thinking they're in the game. And next you know, boom, 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 2 goals.
Yeah, no, because the South Korea almost scored. Okay,
can I say something real quick?
Yeah. I'm gonna go to Suleiman then Zeman. Suleiman and Zeman.
Okay, so when you analyze like England's biggest games under Southgate, it's been the World Cup semifinal with Croatia in 2018, and then it was also Italy in the Euro final.
So,
in both those games,
so we don't count Germany.
I wouldn't really count Germany because they weren't really that good. And in both of those games, I believe England got the first goal, if I'm not correct, because Trippier scored first, and then who was it? Oh, no, it was Luke Shaw who scored against England.
Yes.
In both of those games, when they won 1-0 up, England immediately sat back, and that whether it was Italy or Croatia, they began to go into the game, and they created chances, and then they eventually scored. So if I'm England, if I score that first goal, I would have to look for a second because I don't want a repeat of what Italy or
no. Actually, no. That's some money.
And the thing about England is they have the weapons. They have like Bellingham, they have Saka, they have Foden, they have Kane. They have the players that you don't have to sit back. You can create chances and like build off of your lead. So I wouldn't really sit back if I was England. I would actually like if I score first, I would actually like go for the second or third because at the end of the day, you have players like Mbappe and Dembele who can even you don't have to give them that much space, just 1 inch, and then they'll create something out of nothing. So Southgate, I wouldn't really sit back.
Zeman, talk to me, man.
You see, I feel like people are going into the tactics, and I understand there is a tactical setup between these two teams. But this is a game of individuals. That's what it is. I don't think these two managers are the greatest tacticians. I think their best trait is their man management. And I just think that in this game, it's going to be down to what can you do as an individual to impact the game from the midfield, defensively, offensively. So you're gonna expect players to show up. Now that's what the game is, and I just look at what France have. You know, they have an informed Griezmann who's actually been playing like an 8 and a 10 role for France, and then you also have the combination of Rabiot and Tchouaméni who've been holding it down. And I just think with Mbappe, it's not a matter of like him having to find space. It's about the team creating space for him. That's key. That's essential.
They found it until that goal. They found it very hard against Poland, who made it very difficult for them and gave them no space. Until that's that little moment that Mbappe found.
Yeah, but it's for this game, it's two teams that are kind of built that way in terms of being pragmatic, in terms of just getting the results, not letting the other team dictate the game, but then them just being critical and just clinical in their finishing. And I just feel like with this type of game, they're kind of similar in that mold. If Harry Kane drops deep, to be the facilitator, I think that France could stop him. I think they could stop him because they do have a workhorse in the middle of the park. And I just think that they are just like for each other to the point where this game, like tactically, they're gonna be like for like. They're gonna be going blow for blow. I don't think the game's gonna be decided by the tactician.
So you think this game is a 50? You don't think that there's a favorite, even just?
I think when it comes to favorites, because tactically, I don't think they're that different in terms of in terms of the managers they have and what they can do in order to change the game tactically. I just think that it's gonna come down to the individuals, and I just look at France, and I think that they do have more individual players, more players that have experience, because this whole World Cup has been about experience. You see what happened to the US. They didn't have the experience, they didn't have the know-how. I know that England have the experience, but with France, they've won it before. They understand what these type of games require. And I just think that
I know Griezmann has been there, Giroud has been there, Mbappe has been, these guys have been there. But I do feel that, especially in a game like this, see, a game like this is why Pogba is so crucial. Pogba is not really crucial for Poland or Australia. Pogba is crucial for a game like this because this game, I think, is going to be extremely close. And England are very hard to score against. They've been the best defensive team. And I think that Pogba's, because he plays in midfield and is a guy who now comes up from midfield, he's that real difference maker who those fine margins is what that he can really turn it in their favor. But now without you take Pogba out of it,
You know what two players it will depend on that people aren't necessarily talking about. They're talking about the mainstay. You look at for France, right? For them, it's going to be Giroud's hold-up play is going to be crucial to these guys to creating space. It's going to be crucial for these guys because when you have two wingers like Dembele and Mbappe who are rapid, quick, just him being able to hold on to the ball for mere seconds opens up so much space. And then you look at for England, Kane dropping deep, how good he is creatively, open up spots for the team. That's going to be clinical. That's going to be crucial for their flank. And I just think that when it comes to flank on flank battles, France might edge it, but this is going to be a close game. I just see that as like I see those two strikers being the defining point in that game.
Let me quickly take some Dubinsky's, man. I want to look at it. To tomorrow's games. Okay, hold up. From shout out to your boy JJ Bridgman. Thank you for the dub, man. Big up HH. Please tell 50K to stay in Qatar and not to come back to Chelsea. Eric, would you take 50K back, or do you think 50K's Chelsea career is done? Or do you think we're being too harsh on 50K?
What I don't know if 50K
He should be 10K
so
if we're being honest.
It's 50K. That's what the streets are calling Edward Mendy now. So I'm just reporting from the streets.
Did you know that he dodged?
I'm
goal
talking to a
like
Chelsea
Kane?
fan. I'm talking to a guy who's experienced Wales. Eric, so would you take 50K back? Yes or no?
So I think Champions League winner Edouard Mendy is welcome at Chelsea. I don't think he's going to be a starter long term. If Kepa can be starting ahead of you, and the only reason you're in the team is because he got injured, then I don't think he can be a starter any longer.
There we have it. Anthony Micken. In my opinion, England have to play a perfect game to win. Yes. They will need luck, like a key French player getting injured and many missed chances. If Mbappe is injured, England have a great chance. If Mbappe has one of those Switzerland Euro games or PSG United UCL game where he's missing chances, like let's see, if Mbappe has a bad game and he's kept quiet or he just keeps on missing, I think England have a great chance to either go to penalties or to beat them outright.
But England cannot, in my general opinion, I think it's naive if England try to go toe-to-toe with France. I feel like they will lose that battle.
Yes.
I feel like England, if they want to win, they have to be tactical. And that's why for me, that back three works.
That's why I said, stop Mbappe, put him in a tight space where he dribbles and then has to have two guys. And once you have the ball, get Jude Bellingham. That's why I say England's most important player is going to be Jude B. That's going to be the kicker is where he picks the ball off, where he wins the ball, and how he now drives forward against a France who will obviously be overloading, and then how he now brings guys into the whole thing.
So difficult. I think England have to score like 2 quick goals. If they don't, then for me, man, France, there's no way they'll keep a clean sheet against France.
Eric, what this reminds me of, if you remember the 98 final, the French defenders, what they were saying about R9. This is kind of like what the English defender going to be saying about Mbappe.
Okay, hold on. Let me break you up. Wait, actually, no, brother.
Cut that bitch off.
Guy has 9 goals.
No, don't stop that. No, wait, hold on. You know what?
That's more than
Delta. That's a yellow. That's a yellow. Don't you? And none of them. Don't you dare compare Mbappe to 1998 Ronaldo. That's
they don't play the
disgusting.
same position, bro.
Nobody is discussing. Nobody is discussing how to stop Mbappe like how to stop it. No, stop it. Stop it. No. Because look, it's very simple. If you give, there was nothing you could do to stop R9. Hence why they had to poison him. They had to poison him. And so hold on, Anthony Markin again. France have won big games in normal time. Does England have a champion mentality or the mentality of a contender? Champions think differently. No, look, see, here's my thing. I do feel that as much as Zeman said that this is like 50-50 and so forth, I still feel that France slightly edges because a lot of guys have already won the World Cup, and the most dangerous player on that pitch is going to be Mbappe.
So there's no dud for France.
No, there is no dud. No, because Mbappe has put them in this position to be this way. So by getting them out of the group single-handedly. So my thing is, if France can, so if England now, the Griezmann can hurt you, Dembele can hurt you, Giroud can score. But if England can keep Mbappe quiet and frustrate him, I think that's a good foundation to now be like, all right, let's not try to get a goal and
I'll say this, HH. If Southgate ever wanted to shut everyone up, this is the game to do it.
Oh,
if Southgate somehow, some way brings a tactical masterclass against this French team, HH, then no one can talk about
no.
it.
Yes, let me tell you this right now, and this is a fact. You see, the England win over Germany at the Euros, yeah, it's big, but as we've seen from Germany, it's one of the worst German sides. If these guys beat France with Mbappe on that pitch, I think it's England's biggest win in. I don't even know how long when.
Since the last World Cup win. Let's just call it what it is.
Probably since the last World Cup.
Or Netherlands. Well, no, the Euro.
In 96. See, now maybe you might say Netherlands in 96 in the Euro, but then home nation tax. So
you said 1936.
1996, bro. Relax. Now let's look ahead to tomorrow's games, man. So hold on, let me just hit this. So I think I told you. So one of my previous colleagues in my old job is Croatian. And again, one of my best friends is Japanese.
You have a lot of friends, you know.
Look at Mr. International over here.
I'm an international guy. I'm a very international guy.
Can you speak on Croatian?
Captain Planet,
speak some Japanese?
This is Captain Planet.
I can speak Japanese. I can speak Croatian.
Okay, speak some.
Origato saimasu, subalashi, okasa, otasa.
Oh my god, that sounded so white. I
There
don't
we
even
go.
know the language.
So there we go. So look, and also basically, if you daijobu, that's thank in Japanese. Daijobu. Okay.
It's not, but let's move on.
Yes, it is.
It's not. Let's move on.
All right, thank you. Mr. Anime Man, who knows more Japanese than me. Now, look, here's the thing. So I was speaking to my Japanese amigos, and they said that Japan prefer to play European teams than South American, African, or Asian teams, and so forth. So I think this game suits both teams. I think for Croatia and Japan, they're like, yes, we like this matchup. The reason I give Croatia the edge is experience. And here, Croatia's experience, I think, is going to either make them win 2-1 or maybe win on penalties. But let's just go around the room and just give a score here. One minus of me says 1-1 and then it goes to penalties, but I'm going to say Croatia have actually been very good defensively. Yeah, they've considered a few goals, but I feel that... Wait, hold on, Croatia, I think they've considered 1 goal. Am I wrong?
Yeah, to Canada?
No, they didn't concede.
No, they didn't concede to Canada.
They didn't concede to Canada.
They only considered
one. They considered one to Canada. Yeah, one.
Yeah, one to Canada, yeah.
Yes, Croatia. And for me, I feel... I think
Morocco
the best
too.
defender this World Cup has been Vardiol. Vardiol, I think that guy has been really good. So I'm going to say 2-1 to Croatia. Eric, talk to me. Score. And Streets, give me a scoreline. Streets, give me a scoreline. Eric, score.
Yeah, once again, shout out to all my anime watching people out there. But sadly, this journey will end for Japan. I think Croatia are too good for them, and they'll beat them. It might not even be close. I think it might be like 3-1.
No, stop it. Wait, hold on. You're saying Croatia will beat Japan 3-1?
Yeah. Let's hope, hopefully Japan do, the unthinkable, and we can just keep riding on this wave, because for me, this is fun. This is like an anime playing out in real life.
Okay, hold up. What is Blue Lock?
No, Blue Lock is
It's a manga. It's a manga.
football anime.
It's soccer
manga.
anime. It's a soccer anime.
Anime manga. Yeah.
Wait, is this still going on now, or has it finished?
No, it's going on.
It started like a couple months ago.
Oh no! Because every time Japan plays, I say, wait, why is Blue Lock trending on Twitter?
No, because I believe that the creator, the mangaka, created the
I actually have the
jerseys
page
for
on.
Japan.
I'll check it now. I have the page open here on my phone. I didn't know it was an anime yet. I thought it was still a manga.
No, it's an anime. It's
It's a manga and anime.
Yeah, it is. It's both.
I literally have it on my. If you
Oh
can,
wow, yeah. People can say Captain from Tsubasa.
It's right there. There it is.
No. I'm gonna watch it. So is it good though? Is it good?
It's good, bro. Watch, man.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it is.
You know what it stresses? It stresses dud. I'll say that, man. It stresses dud.
No, I'll watch it. No, I'll put it down. I'll watch it. I'll give it a watch.
Are you guys sure it's not?
Wait. Hold on. Okay, let's just go around to the scores. Okay, yes, give me a score. Croatia and Japan score.
No, I agree with Eric. I think I agree with everything. Eric is spot on. I mean, they have Luka, man. Luka Modric. Well, I think he should be considered a host man, but that's just my opinion. But Luka Modric, that guy, you can never count him out. Him and his Croatian team, he's gonna do something that KDB couldn't do. Carry a team. So, I say 4-1.
Oh my! Come on! Yes, you're crazy.
No, I think that's
really disrespectful to Japan, man.
No. Shout out to Japan, guys. I shout out to Japan. I pray that I'm completely wrong, and I'm learning a lot of times on this channel. I don't know what it is about this channel, but
it's about you.
But here's the thing.
Wait. Okay,
I just think they just have way more quality, and they just have that experience, guys. They just these Croatian guys, they don't mess around like the Germans and the Spanish. They
man. Delta score.
Japan always surprises us. Like nobody has ever predicted they would top this group. And last World Cup, they almost be in Belgium. Look with the hand tie. I mean,
what?
Just give me a score.
Look. I think they'll win 2-1, and I'm gonna go with the Disney Plus narrative. I'm gonna have Japan and South Korea.
Okay, all right, thank you. Osuna, score Japan, Croatia. Z-Man, I think he's still high. Z-Man, Japan, South Korea. Talk to me, man. No, sorry, Japan, Croatia.
Yeah. Fun fact: the the jersey designer for Japan actually collaborated with the Blue Lock mangaka. And,
I think I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, man, I actually think Japan is gonna outwork them, bro. That's how they're gonna win. But I see 2-1 Japan, man.
It's such an anime bias, man.
Kenny,
they gotta turn Super Saiyan. Is that what you're telling me?
No, they've actually performed well.
Kamehameha.
Nah, I think you guys are overrating like Croatia's attack. Like Croatia's attack is not all that. Like,
but they score goals. They do. But they do score.
They only scored goals against Canada. That's it. They didn't score against Belgium. They didn't score against Morocco. So honestly, I think and the things that Japan did, like they run a lot, and I see Croatia struggled against Canada. Like if Japan take their chances, I think Japan can win. I'm gonna go with the 2-0 Japan.
2-0. Oh,
yeah,
okay, fine. Stop. I mean, Rob, talk to me, man.
I think.
Wait. Hold up. Z-Man, if I find out that you've been giving us information on live TV, you know that I'm going to ban you from this one. Z-Man, did you give us false information about this?
About what?
Z-Man, look, no, the author below has nothing to do with the national team kits, but you said that they do. So who do I believe, you or Tamsin Lee?
No, I'll have to confirm it.
Okay, please confirm it. Please confirm it. So Rob, talk to me, man. Talk to me, Rob.
Well, I think it's an even game because Croatia hasn't been very good attacking wise, and Japan are very hardworking and they have high work rate and determination. So I think it's going to be a close game, but I think it's going to probably be 1-0 for Japan because Croatia have been poor scoring attacking wise. They only scored 4 against Canada, and that's all their goals this World Cup.
Well, okay, Rob. But my thing is, I feel that game against Belgium, I feel they wanted to be defensive though. So I do feel that you shouldn't read too much into that Belgium game because I think they were a bit worried and they were a bit scared, and they wanted to go ahead. They wanted to go through the groups more than trying to go out and win. Hence, where they were like, well, just don't concede.
But they also didn't score against Morocco. No goals against them.
True. But Morocco have been a very good defensive side, though. Morocco have been very good defensively.
Yeah, but they only scored against one of the worst World Cup teams, Canada.
Okay. So you said 1-0 Japan.
Yes.
Wilson, talk to me.
I think that game is 50-50, honestly. It's just anybody can win that game because I don't think there's an upset, really. If Japan were to beat Croatia, I don't think it's an upset. And if Croatia were to beat Japan, it's not really an upset because Japan beat Germany and Spain coming from behind both times.
Oh, no,
and
no,
they proved,
even
in 2018,
my
they
friend
almost
said that,
got
like,
to the quarterfinals.
yeah. Yes,
They almost got to the, so honestly, I think it's going to be closer than people think. It might even go to extra time, honestly. This game, I can see it go to extra time based on our both team play. So I'm going to go 1-1, and I don't know, man. Who wins on penalty? I don't know. Okay. Matter of fact, I'll be biased. Madrid's going to win now. Croatia's
Oh, there we go. Bias. There we go. What's it called? Belgian Heskey.
My heart says Japan. Mine says Croatia, but it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to go to extra time. The thing is, Japan, like I said, you got hard workers in there. You got some quick players as well. Croatia could win it, but it's going to be based on experience. I don't know. I think it's going to go to penalties. But I think it's going to go to penalties.
Actually, no. I wouldn't be surprised. A part of this, I said that either Croatia wins 2-1 or 1-1 penalties, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to penalties. But I think it was a point that, but sure, there's a point that RDS made with this whole extra time stuff and everything. Maybe we will see less penalty shots and so forth. Yes, when it's
what the thing is, I want people to understand this carefully. Though Japan and the games they beat Germany and Spain, they deserve it 100%. But then they didn't play well in the first half of either game. So it's like it's one thing, and they're always coming from behind. Pause, whatever. But his but that's the thing. It's like this is a knockout stage. If Japan's strategy is, oh, we're gonna change our tactics once we're losing in the second half, I think that's gonna catch him. I think that's gonna catch him up, and that's just the honest truth. So it's
but it is the knockout stages though. So I mean, if Japan do well in the latter half of the game, then they win.
But that's the thing. It's like
wait, hold on. Okay, let me. Okay, Cole, give me your score.
3-2 Japan.
Whoa, what the heck? God, Cole, your mic.
I said 3-2 Croatia.
No, you
okay,
did.
All right. Okay, thank you. All right.
Japan.
All right, Hitsman, talk to me. Score: Japan, Croatia. Hitsman. All right. What's it called, man? Okay. Does anyone here believe South Korea beats Brazil?
Look. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this.
Oh, there's always one. There's always one. There's always one.
Let me speak on it. I'll tell you this. So, look, nobody.
Oh, actually, HH. Breaking news.
No.
Breaking news, HH.
Neymar is out.
Huh? No.
What?
I'm talking about the other news. Let me correct myself. I was wrong. All they did was draw what is it? All they did was
forget it, man.
I believe that they drew an edition of it, but it said they weren't involved in the jersey, so that guy was right.
So you like?
No, it's.
So Delta, what were you saying?
No, I saw an article saying that, but then it was completely wrong.
So Delta, what were you saying about? So Delta, what were you saying about South Korea?
Z-Man, you always got to be careful with the internet, man. You always got to check your sources. But look, Brazil are obviously the favorites. They obviously have the better man for man. They obviously have Neymar, but South Korea, man, people.
So Delta, you're first that South Korea will beat Brazil.
Listen. Were they really
Neymar is back training?
Look, they drew against Uruguay and they beat in Portugal. So obviously Brazil are a step ahead of that. But again, I mean,
no. I hate when guys say this without context. Oh, they beat Portugal. Portugal's B team.
Oh, come on, HH.
What do you mean by coming on? Portugal's B team because Portugal did not play their best. It was Portugal's B team.
Look, I'm not saying they will, but I'm saying there's still a chance. Let's look at their team.
Delta, right? I said no. What did I said? Does anyone here believe South Korea beats Brazil? I don't care the chance. Does anyone here believe South Korea will beat Brazil?
Okay. I think they can, but I don't think they will. I think they have the players to cause Brazil problems because Brazil defensively, I mean, I don't really trust Marquinhos that much, HH. That's all I'm going to say. especially when they're not
Just alone.
Okay, so does anyone here believe South Korea will beat Brazil?
I think it'll be a tough game, HH.
Okay, all right, so cool. I don't know where you are and everything, but good luck.
Honestly speaking, Neymar has to play this game. If Neymar doesn't play, then I think this game becomes.
Yes, yeah. You know what? I'm sick and tired of this guy getting injured and so forth. Injury here, like you blow this guy. This guy bones will freaking break. I'm tired, bro. Play a down football match, bro. Play a down football match.
No, but I'm honestly speaking, Brazil looks so different without Neymar, and that's the thing. Like,
no. Yes, let's get it straight. Without Neymar, Brazil cannot win this World Cup. It's impossible. They can't.
But and especially this game, I feel like shout out to Korea. Korea, they have ballers that can actually, but they do.
Streets, you guys are sick, man. You guys are.
I know how sick it sounds.
And I know. Okay, yes, sorry. Continue.
No, but they do have players that can hurt Brazil. That's just the honest truth. And then if they have like guys like Bruno Guimaraes coming on and doing what he did last game, Korea does have a chance without Neymar. With Neymar, no chance. Without Neymar, there's hope.
But let's be. Do you think they can beat South Korea without Neymar? Now here's the thing about South Korea. Now look. I believe Brazil do beat South Korea, but Delta, I'm sort of with you. South Korea are on a high. Right. Look at the dramatic way in which they went through the groups and so forth. I think Gatto just said something in the streets that shout out to the group winners. Now, apart from maybe Morocco, Spain, I expect all the group winners to win. Yeah. Morocco, Spain is where that could go either way, but I do expect all of the group winners to win their games. But I still feel that God is still be careful. And South Korea are a team that they're playing with house money. They're playing with no fear. Brazil have all the pressure on them. They have all of the pressure on them. So for Brazil, you just have to be wary because this is South Korea side that these guys have no fear. Eric, do you see a scenario where Neymar gets bounced out by South Korea, and then we have to come here and explain ourselves?
I see a scenario. What was that?
I was just saying emergency hangout.
Yeah. Neymar or no Neymar? That has to be an emergency hangout.
No, that's the biggest emergency hangout in the World Cup. There isn't a bigger one. If Brazil gets knocked out,
Neymar gets knocked South by South.
I mean, you know he's going to be crying, right? It's just he's going to cry.
TS won't hide him
Brazil
from the
has
emergency.
5 stars, Eric. 5 stars.
Wait, hold up. Eric, talk to me. Sorry, Eric, South Korea. Talk to me.
Look, there's no excuse. Neymar might not even play this game. I don't even think he'll play this game. But let's see. Imagine if Neymar's on the pitch and they lose.
Oh my!
But Eric, if you're saying to yourself like, Neymar should play some games because if his first game back is a quarterfinal, remember you have to be match fit. So I think because remember he was training I think a day or two ago. You have to involve him. You got to give him at minimum 20 minutes because he needs just his legs just to be a bit match fit and sharp against a potential quarterfinal against, I think, probably Croatia, which is going to be a very tough team. If you now bring him in and he's not played for all these games, and his first game against Croatia quarterfinal, he ain't going to be match fit and sharp. So he has to play some part of this game.
Yeah, maybe like 30 minutes at least, something like that. So yeah, he should get involved, especially like, if they're like struggling towards the end of the game, he should, come on and make a difference for them. But regardless of that, like Brazil cannot lose this game, and they won't. They won't lose this game. It's going to be decisive. It's going to be comfortable. They will grind out South Korea. They will.
Eric,
they will grind them out.
Did you see how close Australia was to equalizing at the last minute? Yeah. Did you see how close that was? And people were saying Argentina.
But Delta, hold up, Delta, hold up. I think the best defensive team on paper this World Cup is Brazil.
But you look at the momentum.
So and for me, Brazil are a much better defensive team than Argentina. Like Brazil's defense is very, very. Wait, have Brazil conceded?
No, but I can't have this. It's just Argentina defense is also very good. Let's not sleep on the Otamendi and Romero partnership. They're also very good.
No, okay. I mean, to be fair, I think that game was different because when the own goal happened and everything, and it's so close to the end, it kind of like gives Poland the momentum and
sorry. Yeah, thank God for Cameroon. Cameroon beat them. But how many changes did they make though? That's the thing. How many changes did they make?
I know, bro.
They had Dani Alves back there.
That was our entire bench. That was our entire bench, bro. Literally.
But like I said, I don't know what Delta's talking about. We are by far the best defensive team at this World Cup so far. Like, what do you mean?
It's arguable.
I thought it was
I
England.
think it's arguable. Let's see if let everyone play the same games.
Goals against Iran, bro.
Well, I mean, dude, they were beating them like 4-0, so that had
doesn't matter.
Let's get to let's Brazil get past the round of 16 first, and then we can
Wilson. Okay. Wilson, Wilson, would you attend the emergency hangouts if Brazil lost to South Korea?
That's the thing. It's just I'm gonna be at work. I'm not even gonna be able to watch.
You can tell your boss that you need 20 minutes.
Wait, there's no way they're gonna lose to South Korea. There's no way.
I'm gonna watch the game. I'm gonna watch the game, but I don't like honestly like.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Look, if we lose to South Korea, you might as well forfeit. You might as well never win the World Cup.
My thing is
again.
that
I'm not disrespecting South Korea. I'm not disrespecting them, but I'm just saying,
you
like,
are.
come on. You want to?
But look, see, my thing is, Brazil, Argentina. It has to happen because my thing is like Argentina. You just have to deal with Netherlands. Brazil, you just have to deal with South Korea and Croatia.
It's football, right?
It's not gonna happen.
It's football, right? Anything can happen, right?
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. But if we're to lose South Korea, that's just embarrassing, bro. Because I'm not even gonna lie, it's just right, bro. We should get to the minimum, the semifinal without Neymar. We don't need Neymar to beat South Korea or Japan or Croatia. Like, we could grind those games. I'm not gonna say we're gonna blow these teams out for sure, but we can grind them out without Neymar. Because I mean, we did it against Switzerland. We grind the game out. It was a very hard, tough game, but we can't win these games without Neymar. But we can't win the entire thing without Neymar. But I believe we can get to the final or the semifinal. I mean, without Neymar. But South Korea, I think it's gonna be a tougher game, than what people think. I think it might be.
Sorry, a question, Eric.
Yeah, just to really quickly counter what Wilson said. Yes, you're right. On paper, that's correct. But look at the game against Poland. Who did France play today? Look at the France's game against Poland. Yeah. If without Mbappe, they would have drawn and maybe gone to penalties. You can argue that.
Yeah, but Mbappe, you can't compare Mbappe to Neymar, though. Mbappe and Neymar are two different, similar type of player, though. And plus, too, that's how French play. We don't play like that. We don't play on transition. We actually like having the ball and control the tempo of the game. Obviously, this Brazil team is way more defensive than other what you used with Arnaud, Rivaldo, and so on. But actually, we should at least win this game 2-0. I'll say 2-0. If Korea do score, I expect us to at least win 3-1 or something like what friends.
Guys, look, man, we'll be here tomorrow. Let's hope that Brazil take care of business. And for me, I'm looking forward to that Japan-Croatia game, which should be very good. And shout out to your boy Hazard, man. Bless your soul. Peace out, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Peace out. Peace. Peace.